All right, welcome. I'm Monica Jabay from Adaptive Adventures, and I'm going to get started with a nice warm-up. Like I said, I'm doing my whole portion of the workout from my chair, from a seated position. So I'm going to start by just tapping my arms out into a T, getting our blood flowing. I'm going to do these for 40. I'm just going to start here. Just want to get the blood to flow, get our heart rate up a little bit. We're gonna have a good workout today. Gonna let some more people join us. If you can, try to have a straight back and engage your abs too. Let's go for 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Next, I'm just going to keep my arms out like a T. I'm going to do nice big circles, nice and slow. The rotation in the shoulders. Allow yourself to breathe while you're doing this. It's never good to hold your breath while doing workouts. Good job. Keep arms circling. All right, let's go the other way. So whatever way you were going, now reverse it. I'm going backwards. Later on in the workout, we're going to be doing this same motion, but we're going to add a light weight. So just doing this gives you a little bit of a workout, but once you add weight, it's even more. All right, good. Next, we are going to, I always like to add a little dance or fun move in here. So we're going to wave our arms to the right, wave them to the left. We're just waving our arms in the air like we just don't care. And moving our torso a little bit. Just warming everything up. And this is kind of a fun move to do. Feel like you're at a concert. We're going to do 40 of these. We're working our back today and our chest. So we're trying to warm up that. Go 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, next we are going to put our arms straight out in front of us. I'm just going to move them up and down, kind of like a Frankenstein move, or like you're beating a drum. It's like the dance party warm up today. And do about 40 of these, so keep going. Remember to breathe. Keep going. Do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Next, we're going to do a nice gentle twist. So we're just going to twist one way, grab onto something if you can, look in that direction, take a deep breath in, and a loud breath out. One more deep breath in, loud breath out. And twist the other way. Take 2 deep breaths here, deep breath in. Loud breath out. One more. Good job. Then we're going to bring our arm behind our head like we're scratching our back. And then bring our opposite arm, grab that elbow, pull the arm down the back. Try to keep the bicep away from the ear. Take 2 deep breaths here. One more. Good job. And we're going to switch arms. So again, like you're scratching your back, bring that other arm up, pull the shoulder down, bring the ear away from the bicep. Take a deep breath here. One more. All right, and that's our warm-up. So our first exercise, I'm gonna grab my light weights. If you have a heavy weight on one arm, that would be good. We're just gonna do lateral dips. So we're dipping to the side, we're contracting our abs, but we're also contracting our back. It's like the love handle area. So we're gonna do 20 dips to the right and then 20 dips to the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now we're going to go to the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. See if you can really deep down, dig deep down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. I'm going to put my weights to the side for this next exercise. This next one, we're going to put our arms behind our head. We're going to get a nice twist. We're going to come down and then come back up. Twist, down, up. It's important to twist first and then go down, where we twist and then we pause, instead of doing it all in one motion. So we are going to do 20 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. Those work your abs, but it also is working your back, because you have to pull your back up when you come up and tighten those abs. Okay, our next exercise is we're going to do seated rows. So I'm grabbing my weights again. I have my light weights. If you want to challenge yourself, you can use your heavier weights. And I'm going to show you the side view first. Lean forward, and I have my arms down. And I'm just going to row and pull back. I'm tightening my back muscles when I do this. So pull back, and pull back. I'll show you the front view. Just like that. All right, we're gonna do 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. Take about a 20-second break, grab a little bit of water, and then we'll move on to our next exercise. Doing good. So this next exercise, instead of keeping our elbows bent like this, we're going to bring our arms out like wings, and then we're going to pull back. Arms out like wings, and we're pulling our scapulas back so they're like coming together. So let everyone finish their water. All right, we're gonna do 20 of those. So arms out like you're about to fly, like you have chicken wings or something. Pull your chest, push your chest up, pull your scapula back, come together. We're doing 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nicely done. All right, our next exercise, we're gonna take one of our weights. If you have a strength band, you can stand on one end and then have the handle in your other hand. But what we're going to do is we're basically pretending like we're hammering something in front of us, or we're axe strapping in front of us, raising our hands all the way up to the sky, bringing it all the way down, all the way up, and all the way down. And with this, it's important to keep a tight back because we're trying to strengthen our back muscles. And the farther the weight is away from us, the more we're going to be working. And also keep your core tight. So we're going to do 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Our next exercise, we're just gonna hold our weight at our chest, and we're gonna stick our chest up, but we're trying to contract our back. It's basically like a crunch for your back. So I'll show you, I'm like tightening my back muscles, coming up, tightening, and tightening. So you should feel your muscles contracting your back, and if you do, then you're doing it correctly. So we're gonna do 20 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Grab some water, and then we are going to get into our chest exercises. Take some water too. All right, these next exercises, we're going to work our chest muscles. So our first exercise that we're going to do, I'll wait for some people to finish their water. All right, what we're going to do is we're just going to stick our arms out in front of us with weight in our hand. If you have a strength band, then you can just pull on the strength band like this. But we're going to stick our arms out and just pretend to clap. Really feel that chest contract when you go together. We're going to do 20 of these, nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, good job. Those are hard. It's hard to keep it all the way up there. All right, next we are going to do what we were doing in our warm-up, but remember I told you we were going to have weights. This is the time. So we're going to put our arms out in a T. We're going to do those nice circles. So we're going to go 20 one way, and then we're going to go 20 the other way. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Drop those arms, rest for a second. And then we are going to go the opposite direction. All right, here we go. Back into the T, the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, those are hard. All right, good job, guys. Our next exercise is we're doing more axe throwing or axe chopping type of exercise, but this time we're adding a twisted. So I'm going to reach my arms up to one corner, bring it down and across my body to the other corner, just like we are chopping wood across our body. And we are going to do 20 of these each side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, I got one more exercise for you, and then I'll give you a break, and Greg will take it over. So our last exercise, I think, is one of my favorite because I believe it works a lot of your muscles in your body. And we're gonna do push-ups, chair push-ups or on the floor push-ups, whatever you prefer. So for a chair push-up, I'll show you. I can do it a couple ways. I can either just push, put pressure, and not lift my butt off the ground. I can put pressure, lift my butt off the ground. I can put pressure and bring my knees up too. If you want, you can also go to the ground and do a push-up on your knees, do a push-up on your belly where you're just pushing your chest up, or do the full push-up. So we are going to do 20 of these. If you have to do 10 this way and 10 that way, do whatever works best for you. All right, here we go. These are our last 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, guys. That was awesome. Finished with a hard one. And now I'm going to turn it over to Greg, and he'll take it away for us.
All right, quick break, everyone. So grab some water. Once again, I'm Greg from Adaptive Adventures. I work with Monica in the Chicago office. So I'm going to take you down a home stretch here. We have 12 exercises that we're going to do. Half of them are going to be done in the chair to start off, but you can also do some of the later ones that I'm going to be doing standing up or on the floor. I'll come up with a different way for you to do it out of the seat if you choose to stay in a chair. So we're going to get in our seat, grab an object. If you're using strength bands, grab your strength bands. If you have something heavier, like a milk jug, we're going to need that for the first exercise. So I'll give you guys a few more seconds to get ready, and then we'll get going here. So today's lesson plan, we're doing chest and back. You might be wondering why we choose to do both. It's because they're antagonistic muscles. You usually want to work both sides of the muscle group, so chest and back, equally. It's good for your posture. It's going to prevent you from slouching or whatnot. And you also notice that we group our biceps and triceps together, and then also the shoulders and traps. So that's why we do it. It's good for posture. You always want to do a push and a pull exercise or alternate days, however you want to do it. So let's get started here. I'm going to get in a chair. If you are using a milk jug, I'm going to ask everybody to scooch up to the edge of their chair and then recline back. And what we're going to do, we're going to put pressure against this object, and we're going to do incline presses for 45 seconds. If you're using bands, I have my bands wrapped under the chair, and all you're going to do is bring your hands together and interlock your fingers, and you're going to be doing this movement. You can also sit on the bands if you prefer. The only thing you might need to do is grip them a little bit lower so you have more stretching. I'd prefer throw it under the seat if you're able to. But I'm going to grab my trusty milk jug here and we're going to get going. So 45 seconds on the clock. You want to put as much, you're going to try to pop the bottle. You know, you're really going to contract those pecs, and this is going to work your upper pec. So here we go, 45 seconds. I'm going to sit on the edge, recline back. And here we go. Nice and easy. Just focusing on your form.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah.
Got about 15 seconds to go. You should be feeling those pecs. If you're sitting too upright, you're going to be working your shoulders too much. So you definitely want this incline. 5 seconds. One more. All right, and rest. So there you should have felt your upper pec here and a little bit in your shoulders. If you were sitting too upright, you're probably going to be working your shoulders a lot more than the chest. So the technique is what it's about in that exercise. Next, we're going to do a fly, but we're going to keep our palms up. It's a variation of your prone grip fly. So we're going to keep our hands this way. If you have a band, you want to grab it down here, stretch it out, and then you're going to be doing this motion right here. The key is to stretching it first before the fly. If you're using other weights, I'm taking a light weight, and we're just going to do this back and forth, keeping your arms as straight as possible. So 45 seconds on the clock, and begin. You should be completely upright for this one. I find these little water bottles are perfect for this because the whole time your chest is contracting. All right, about 10 seconds to go here. Two more. All right, and rest. Put these down. Next muscle, so as we talked about antagonistic muscles, we did the pec fly. Now we're going to do the reverse fly, which is going to look like this in a seated position. So once again, I recommend grabbing, if you're using these, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to lean forward, and we're going up and down. If you're using a band, there's two ways you can do it. You can step on the band, and then you're doing this. If you want less resistance, you can just tuck it right under your knees, but you're going to want to grab it a little bit lower than a buckle. So I'm going to grab it right about here, and then I'm going to stretch it. So this is a seated version right under your knees. Fairly easy. I'm using like a medium to difficult band for that one. But here we go. I'm going to grab the water weights. 45 seconds on the clock. You want to make sure you're leaning forward and begin. Halfway there. Just go nice and slow. You should be contracting at the top. You're probably going to feel your traps working here too, quite a bit. Oh, falling over in the seat. Two more. And last one. All right, and rest. That's a good one. That one burns, even with a light weight. Could even do that with no weight, really. All right, moving on. Grab a quick drink if you need one. We're going to stay on the back exercises. You may want to grab something heavier for this one. I'm going with the milk jugs. We're going to do bent over rows. So that's going to look like kind of similar position to what we just did with the flies, reverse flies. I'm just going to drop my hands down and we're going to go up and down. The body should be still. Your arms should just be doing the pulling here. If you're using bands, I'd probably recommend using one of the hardest bands, the black, blue, or green. You're going to step on it, grab it pretty close to your feet, and then pull it up. This is actually perfect. I'm using the black band, which is about the 30-pound resistance. I'm grabbing it slightly above my ankles, and I'm pulling it all the way back. But I'm going to grab the milk jugs, because that's what we're doing today with at-home items. So here we go, 45 seconds on the clock, and begin. So lateral pull downs and rows are pretty much the foundational back exercises, since they target the top of your back and then these, the lower and mid back. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Two more. All right, and rest. Drop the weights. Actually, keep one of your heavier ones. We're gonna need it for that next exercise. This next one, I'm not gonna show a resistance band method because it's gonna involve setting up an anchor on the wall somewhere or on a pole. If you can do it quickly, I'm gonna wrap it around the table here, and we're gonna be doing these twist motions. So if you wanna use your band, feel free to do that. I'm gonna demonstrate with the weight, holding it out front, and we're gonna do twists. We're only gonna go halfway, so pick a direction. This is gonna work your lower back and also your abs quite a bit. So we're gonna do this one for 45 seconds. I recommend using a weight instead of the band. You're gonna get a lot more out of it on this one. All right, here we go. Object out, and we're turning. I'm going left the first time. The reason I'm only going halfway, I want to prevent bouncing from one direction to the other, where you're using your momentum instead of your muscles to stop and start. I think it's just a little bit more effective. Halfway there. Ten seconds. One more. And rest. Give yourselves a few seconds. That's a really good one. Works abs, and you should feel in your back too. So you probably want to give yourself a little bit of room from the backrest to your back so you're able to twist freely. So here we go. 45 seconds on the clock, and we're going the other way. And begin. The further away you keep your weight from your body, the harder you're working. Halfway there. Ten seconds to go. let's do one more. All right, and rest. Next exercise. I'm gonna keep this weight. Again, there's not a real good variation with the resistance band for this next one without a little bit of work setting up an anchor system high in a door or something or on a ceiling. So I'm gonna just stay with the weight for this one. And what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna grab it sideways, grab it this way, whatever you like. And we're going back with it. Our back should be straight. So if you have a backrest on your chair, lean up against it, because all we want to do is have our arms do this motion. We're going to stop and go back. You don't want to rest it. You don't want it down here. The whole time, you should be controlling the object. And this is going to work our upper back. These are pullovers. We're going to do a lying on the ground version as well at the end. So here we go, 45 seconds, and begin. You're also going to feel this in your traps. You're using your core muscles as well to stabilize the object. It's okay to have a little bend in your elbow, especially when you're going over your head. About 15 seconds to go here. Couple more. And last one. Oh, all right, and rest. Well, that's a good one. It also is going to work your shoulders pretty well. Sure you guys feel that. All right, so next I'm going to go into a standing. I'm going to do exercises, 3 standing exercises. So the first one is going to be a Romanian deadlift. We're going to work our lower back and it's going to work your hamstrings. I'm going to have the heavier weights and we're just going to go down and up, down and up. If you choose to stay seated or need to stay seated, you can do the same thing. Just go as low as you can and come back up. You can do with the band, same thing with the band. You want to grip it right by the feet. Go, oh, I'm not standing on it great. And that's all you're going to do. Go up and down. It's actually really good with the band. So whatever you prefer, if you're using a band, I recommend using probably the black one or blue or green. So here we go, 45 seconds. And begin. So we're keeping our legs straight if we're standing. If you have sciatica, lower back pain, I recommend doing these every day. They help build the hamstrings, which in return keep your lower back healthy. You don't want to touch the ground, so just hang that weight slightly above. About 15 seconds to go. Five seconds. One more. All right. And rest. That's a good one. It's a really good exercise. I struggle with lower back pain, so that's something I do every day and just constant stretching. All right, next. We're going to do 2 variations of a bent over row. I would recommend if you can stand to do this. We're going to do palms facing down, and we're just going to do this motion here. If you're seated, it's kind of similar to what we did before, but this time you're keeping the palms down. So we're just doing this. If you have a strength band, same thing. You're probably going to want to stand on a strength band, but I'm going to stand for this one and palms facing down. And here we go, 45 seconds and begin. Your body should be still. This is just a nice, easy movement. You can do it 1 foot facing forward if you have balance issues. About 15 seconds to go. Switch other leg. This is just the motion you want. Let's do 2 more. All right, and rest. Grab some water real quick if you need it. And we're going to do a similar move, but we're just going to flip our palms up. So by doing that, you're starting to work some smaller muscles, because we typically don't do anything pulling this way with our palms up. A lot of us do work either typing or on our phones like this. We don't do too many things where we're actually pulling like this. So this is just another variety of a bent over row. And it's going to look like this instead of like that. We're going to pull towards our waist. So here we go. If you're using a resistance band, quick demonstration. I'm going to stand on this, palms up, and I'm just pulling like this. If you're sitting, same thing. You can stand on your resistance band and just do this motion. So here we go. 45 seconds. Give it about 5 seconds. All right, here we go. And begin. Body is in the same position as the previous one. We're just flipping our hands. "15 seconds to go. You can do these one arm at a time too. If you need to hold on to a chair for balance, it's fine. All right, let's do 1 more. And rest. All right. Good job, everyone. We're gonna go back to the chair for this one. I recommend the chair over standing. For this exercise, we're gonna go back to the pecs. So grab an object. I like the resistance band for this one. So if you have one, I would grab it and I would wrap it around the back of the chair. We're going to grab it without the handles, just under the buckle, and we're going to do crossovers. Crossover punches with palms facing each other. So this is what we're going to be doing. And you want to lean forward a little bit, make sure you have a good stretch on that. If you don't have bands, same thing, except you want to hold your object up the whole time. Don't rest it, don't do this. We want to hold it the whole time and get that same tension we're getting from the resistance bands the whole time. So here we go. I'm going to set the timer. We're almost there, only 2 exercises after this, guys. Here we go. And begin. Feel free to do it with a lighter weight, with a water bottle. This is just a good weight for me. I like this because of the range of motion. You're really isolating each pec. 15 seconds to go. Starting to break a sweat here, I feel it. 10 seconds. Two more. And rest. All right. That's a good one. I really enjoy that one, really easy. So feel free to do a few more sets of those throughout the week. All right. The remaining exercises we're going to do on the floor. So if you can't get on the floor, feel free. I'm going to see what I can do to adapt this. The problem is for this next lateral pull down, if you don't have a pulley up top for your strength bands and you can't get to the floor and do it laying down, it's really hard to do it in this position sitting down. So we're going to go on the ground. If you have a resistance band, please grab it. Otherwise, I recommend 2 little weights. And what we're going to do, let me change the camera angle here. We're going to straighten out our arms, and we're going to bring them in just like that. If you can do it without touching the ground at the end, just like this, you're going to get a lot more out of it. You're going to work your core more, and your back's going to be contracted the whole time. If you have a strength band, you're going to grab it about shoulder width apart, stretch it out, and then you're doing this. So it's actually excellent exercise, the strength band, if you have one. So here we go, 45 seconds on the clock, and begin. You want to bring in those shoulders at the top, pinch them together. This is called the horizontal lat pull down. "15 seconds to go. This one's tough. If you're trying to stay above the ground without touching, this is a difficult one. But very good exercise. 5 seconds. Last one. Oh, and rest. Whew. That's a good one, that's for sure. And lastly, we're going to do our laying down pullover. So we did a seated version. The laying down version is going to be a lot more effective. So I'm going to take my milk jug, and we don't want the object to touch the ground, but very close, and we're just pulling it over to our waist and back. So this is how the exercise should be done. If you are in a chair, do this just the way we did it last time. You can do one more set of these. So here we go, 45 seconds, and begin. The key is to not let the object touch your body or the ground here. Should be a very slow, controlled movement. "15 seconds to go. And one more. and rest. All right. That's it. You made it. I like to